Good morning. And how are you today? I am much better. You can still hear my voice is very bleh. But thankfully, whatever's going on in my sinuses is broken. So that's good. Who wants to have a cup of Joe? Why do I say that? Man, I hope you had a great day yesterday, and I hope you're getting ready to have a great weekend. There's concerts going on in Louisville, Louder Than Life, and so that's kind of fun. I have no plans this week. I'm staying in, obviously. I don't want to go out, and I got to start getting ready for this new gig, which starts October 4th. So I've got some technical brushing up to do on things, and I'm thankful for the opportunity. And man, that's what I want to talk about this morning. Man, being thankful is something that I don't know if I stop, long enough these days, so focused on some of the insanity, which is never really a great idea to focus on it too much. I know that, but I'm a rabbit hole guy. I can't help it. I can't help it. Actually, I've been doing a lot better. But just taking a moment to be thankful. I know a lot of my friends have families. Just that alone is something to be thankful for, right? Having a spouse or parents, kids, although they all can be a source of great stress. At the end of the day, if you're plugged in with a family like that, they're part of the rock you stand on, man. They really are. And, it's important to have those connections. There are a lot of people in this world wandering around alone. A lot of people. You'd be surprised. And you can hear that in my voice. I'm sorry. It's a good thing to have people to lean on, family. So that's one good thing to really be thankful for. Be thankful for your friends. In a way they become family, some of them, right? Be thankful for the people who take time out to tease you and break your balls, but will always be there for you if you need someone to talk to. I think the last couple of years have really filtered out, for a lot of us, have filtered out those who may have, they based their friendships on other things rather than just having a connection with somebody. There were stipulations, right? And they felt that those stipulations were justified. Okay, well, knock yourself out. I mean, I said this yesterday. I'm not judging anybody. It's not my place to judge anyone. And, it's disappointing. I think we all went through, I don't know if we all did, but I do know a lot of people that have lost friends over the last year and a half because of all the insanity around us. And two things primarily, I don't really want to dig into it too much, but certainly the political stuff and then this COVID thing. Look, it is what it is. One of the reasons I keep saying stand your ground is because you can't compromise yourself, right? That's a terrible thing to do. You can't turn yourself into something in order to get along with someone. That's dangerous. That has long-term effects. It happens. I've done it. Not going to go down any long stories, but I've done it. And it was devastating. It was utterly devastating. But it's good to have friends to lean on. Man, be thankful for living in the freest country in the world. I know that's not posh to say anymore, but I'm going to say it. And more people need to say it. And for the people the scolders, and for the shamers, for those people who just can't wait to get in your face and point at you and say, yeah, but don't you know, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I do. But I still live in the freest country in the world. There's this concept that's come up, this absolutism, where every single thing has to be absolutely perfect, or else it's bad. It's just insanity. I don't know where that came from. I can acknowledge that there's good and bad and still love something. I've talked about that before. You know, I know that we've got work to do. There's things that still need to be done. But we've come a long way, too. And if you look at life from a generational perspective, as opposed to minutes, days, because we only get hours, minutes, and days. I know that. But when you look at it from a generational perspective, we're not doing bad. And, you know, and then of course people will pick that out. Oh, so that means you hate this one and you don't acknowledge that this happened. Shut up. Shut up. And which is the next thing we need to do. It's time to tell these people to shut up. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't friggin' want to hear it anymore. You take your self-loathing and your hatred and your need to shame others so you can feel better about yourself and get to stepping, man. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't need anyone to shame me. I'm an honest person to myself. I know exactly who I am. So are you. All you got to do is look into your heart. And these people that just walk around pointing fingers, telling you how bad you are, they're doing it for one reason and one reason only. When somebody who doesn't really care about you is shaming you, they're doing it for themselves. They're not doing it for any other reason. So go ahead and shame. Click. I love this country. I love this country. I love my faith. I'm thankful for it. I'm so thankful for it. To meditate and understand and learn and continuously try to grow. Fail, valleys, peaks, it happens. But no one's taking that away from me either. If I have a heart to love others and my faith is what really makes that steadfast, why would anybody who doesn't share that faith want that to go away? Oh, I know the issues. No, the issues are the issues. They're not going away. Whether there's a religious angle to some of this or not, those issues aren't going away. And the other thing is that the people that love to engage in calling you names and this and that and the other, even if that entire group that they're calling names goes away, guess what? They're going to find another group to do it to. Because once again, it's about them and how they feel about themselves and needing to beat on other people so they can feel better about themselves. They can kiss my ass. No. Go do it to someone else. You ain't doing it to me. There's no way you're going to do it to me. So now, getting back to having a spiritual base is important for me. Maybe it's not important for you. That's fine. That's part of it. It's respecting your right not to. Talked about that at length yesterday. Man, I'm thankful for this weather. I love fall. I absolutely love fall. It's my favorite time of year. Gosh, it's so beautiful out. It reminds me, part of it is just reminding you of those days when I was really into the marching band thing. I mean, I don't do any of that anymore. But, going back for 20, 30, 35 years, it was a huge part of my life. Huge part of my life. Those band trips and then going to judge, especially if you lived out here in Indiana or back east when you were going up north to go judge shows in New England this time of year. Golly. Absolutely beautiful. And the air starting to change and there's just a feeling of freshness in the air as opposed to this stale weight of humidity and density. And you just it's like you're trying to walk through soup, man. I don't like walking through soup. I'm thankful for you, whoever you are that's watching this, because apparently people are, which is cool. And I'm really thankful for you because you're helping me. You're helping me get through this stage of my life. That's why, why it's so important for me. Maybe it is a little narcissistic doing this, and maybe it's a little self-serving in a way. So what? I know who I am, and I know where my heart is. It means nothing to me to celebrity or being important. Could care less about that nonsense. All I care about is having connections to people because I want to help. Part of helping, and just to end it with this, as hopefully you're going to have a wonderful weekend, is being kind and being decent. Now, I just want to, just 30 seconds. This is how I view kindness and decency, because they're a bit synonymous, but kindness to me is an outreach. Decency is a response to that outreach. That's how I look at that. Does that make sense? Kindness to me is reaching out and trying to help in my own way through how I believe the world should be impacted, with kindness, with a sense of positivity and love. Decency is the response to that. Okay, that's why I say it that way. Being kind, being decent, listening to other people. I'm thankful for the ability of that. And most important, man, end it with this. Got to stand your ground. There is a growing upswell of people who have just had enough. They are tired of being shamed all the time. They are tired of being called names. They are tired of being told how to live. They're being tired of seeing the elite on a daily basis get away with shit that we would never get away with. And a lot of these people are breaking this Democrat-Republican thing, which sucks. I hate it. I really do hate this Republican-Democrat thing. It's about understanding that there's a group of people who already have a lot of power over us, using tech and using the media to get a lot more and to turn this country into something it was never meant to be. No, I'm not going to stand for it. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to stand for this. I will fight it by any means necessary. Sorry. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to endure Marxism in my life. I'm just not. While people are smiling and being guilted into it, and they're afraid to understand it. All right, well, don't understand it. It's on you. But it ain't going to be me. There's no way. If you want to live under this in Los Angeles, knock yourself out. I don't care. If you want to live like this in New York City, knock yourself out. Not my sphere. It's just not going to happen. So, but that's, we stand up, but not, it's not physical. It's through our spirit and our heart. That's how you knock this stuff back. And it's happening. It's happening. One day at a time. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse because, as people see what's going on, and there are more and more people waking up to it, as they see that this current situation is really not starting to make any sense, the response in some ways. More and more people are stepping up and saying, stop, knock it off. Just knock it off. And eventually, hopefully, they will elect people who have the knock it off mentality. Or they'll just make other choices to make sure that it doesn't. So we'll see. But it comes through your heart and your spirit and kindness and decency. We'll win. We just have to keep fighting. I love you. I want you to have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Do something fun if you can. Hopefully with someone else. And that's it, man. Have a wonderful weekend.